Hey guys, thanks so much for stopping by Sunny Hearts Crochet. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this amazing crochet hat. Yes, it is popping over here. And of course, I can do a tutorial for these beautiful crochet earrings. If you want, let me know in the comments. Check out my hat. Welcome to Sunny Hearts Crochet. These are the supplies I used to make this beautiful granny square hat. I use the elephant gray shade, pumpkin spice, as well as olive. I used a 4mm crochet hook and measuring tape. Of course, we will also need a darning needle, stitch markers, and a pair of scissors. Let's begin. First, you make a magic circle for the first row. Each granny square will have 4 rows. After you make your magic circle, you will do a single crochet and then a chain 1. That is the first stitch, also known as a chainless half double crochet. Next, we put a regular half double crochet inside that magic circle. And of course, we need another one, right? So go ahead and put another half double crochet inside the magic circle. Next, we chain 2. This will build our corner. Then we put 3 half double crochets inside the magic circle. If you already know how to make granny squares, skip ahead in the video for the next step. We need a corner after that, so do chain 2. Repeat the process of making 3 half double crochets inside the magic circle. A square has 4 corners, so go ahead and do chain 2 and repeat 3 half double crochets inside the magic circle. The timeline for this video is in the description box, guys. Chain 2, and now we can pull on the short tail. We'll close that magic circle after at the end. Now it's time to join the square in the top of the first half double crochet stitch, so on top of the chain 1. Next, we will do a chain 1. And then we can cut the yarn actually, but I'm just gonna make another chain 1 after this. For insurance purposes, I will show you more as we go along. So go ahead and cut that yarn, leaving about 6 inches of tail. Now you wanna pull up the loop and pull hard on that fall off tail. Don't worry, this will be secured after at the end. So this is the end of the first row. Now let's start row 2. So use your elephant gray color, always a 4mm hook for this entire hat. Make a slip knot. Now, there are 2 different ways that you can make a slip knot. This is one of those ways. The other way of doing the slip knot is without the crochet hook, and some people can find this a lot simpler, a lot easier. So go ahead and try this new method of making a slip knot without the crochet hook. That's the freehand that you're going to use, and push through the yarn that's attached to your yarn ball. And then you will take your time and pull on that short tail, which is on my left, and then you will just secure the knot like that. Go ahead and put back in your hook inside the loop. That yarn is the one that is attached to the yarn ball. So now you're ready to crochet. Let's go ahead and get row number 2 of the granny square ready. Just pick any chain 2 spot. It doesn't matter which one. Okay? Each chain 2 space is a corner. So I'm just gonna pick that one because it's actually closer to where I cut the green yarn. Get that yarn right there and put it to the back. Okay? Now we're ready to crochet. Make that single crochet and follow it up with a chain 1. All of my half double crochets at the start of every row for this entire project will start like this, a chainless half double crochet. Now in this chain space, go ahead and make a half double crochet, and we need another one. So put another half double crochet in that chain 2 corner space. I'm not going to make a full corner here, and I'm just going to skip the next 3 half double crochet stitches and go over to the next chain 2 space and put 3 half double crochets. This will be the first half of this full corner that we're going to make. Don't worry, that first set of half double crochets, that's not a full corner. When we go around, we will complete it. You will see. Now, chain 2. This is the corner. And then, of course, in the same stitch space, chain 2 space, you want to put 3 half double crochets. The way how we made this full corner, we're going to do the same 2 more times. So skip the 3 half double crochets and go to the next chain 2 corner space and put 3 half double crochets. Follow that up with a beautiful chain 2. Next, we completed. So do 3 half double crochets in that same corner space, that same chain 2 space, and voila, your second full corner is done. Skip those next 3 stitches. You know how this goes. And then the next chain 2 space, you're going to put a full corner. So 3 half double crochets go in this chain 2 space, and we need 2 chains. So chain 2, and then complete that full corner with 3 half double crochets in that same chain 2 corner space. Now we're going to skip the next 3 stitches, 3 half double crochet stitches, and complete the first corner that we only did like a half of it, right? So go over there and put your 3 half double crochet stitches. We're going to complete that, don't worry. Move that yarn. Sometimes your work gets in the way of doing your work. That's normal. Just put it to the side and keep chucking. Do a chain 2, and now we're going to actually join it in the top of the first half double crochet. So in the top of that chainless half double crochet, do a slip stitch. Not a tight one though, okay? Then you do this chain 1 here, and then the insurance chain 1. Now we're ready to cut the elephant gray yarn. Leave about 4 to 6 inches of tail every time you cut your tails, guys. We're gonna need that to sew in the bottoms. Next, we go to the third row. Use your pumpkin spice color. Well, I'm using pumpkin spice. You can use whatever you want. And go into any chain 2 corner space of the last row. Make your chainless half double crochet. So do a single crochet and then a chain 1. This is all to the height of a standard half double crochet. In that same corner space, I'm just going to switch things up a little bit here to show you something. So we're going to make a full corner in this case. So we put 2 more half double crochets in that same chain space. And I'm going to make the full corner now. So chain 2, and then put 3 half double crochets inside that same chain 2 space. And the reason I'm showing you this is to show you that there's more than one way to actually do the corners of a granny square. It depends on the project you're making, like if you're going to do color change or not, etc. The simplest way, the easiest way, is to do it like how I did the first and second row. Next, we go over to the space right there, created by one of your half double crochet stitches, and you put 3 half double crochets in there. Then we're going to move over, skip the next 3 stitches. In the next chain 2 space, you make a full corner. So put 3 half double crochets, and then you want to do a chain 2 And the chain 2 is really what helps to make the corners stand out, right? So do your chain 2, and then in the same chain space of the previous row, you want to do your other 3 half double crochets, and that will complete this new corner. Now, sometimes you need to turn your work as you go along. It's only natural because that way you see what you're doing. It's easier to hold your project and work that hook. Go into the next space, which is not a chain space, okay? It's made by a half double crochet stitch, the top of that stitch. Put 3 half double crochets in there, just like how we did here. Move over to the next chain space and put a full corner, so 3 half double crochets, and then you do chain 2, and then you put 3 half double crochets in that same corner space. Repeat this process again until we meet at the end. So skip the next 3 half double crochets of the previous row and go in this current space right here. Put 3 half double crochets and build your corner in the next chain 2 space of the previous row that we did. So 3 half double crochets, chain 2, and 3 half double crochets. The next space that's coming up, as I said, it's not a chain space. It's actually made by a half double crochet we made in the previous row. So treat it the same as we've done before in this current round of putting 3 half double crochets in it. Now, this stitch right there, that is actually the top of your chainless half double crochet, so the single crochet plus chain 1. And the way how we did that, it made the stitch twist to the back of the work. You can use this to your advantage to spot quickly like that right here, the top of that stitch. So when you're working fast, you got a lot of squares to make, etc. Based on the technique method you want to do, you can use this right here and do it like that to your advantage. Or if this is not for you, use the same methods to build your square as I did in number 1 and definitely number 2 of the olive green and then elephant gray. So slip stitch to join everything, nice and loose stitch, slip stitch, and then chain 2. Cut your yarn, leaving about 6 inches of tail. Move on to row number 4, elephant gray color with the same hook, okay, 4mm. Make that slip knot. Now, I'm going to secure all of those at the end of the hat, so don't worry, I'll show you how I do that. Use any corner space as we've established. It really doesn't make a difference. From the front of your work with the facing you, you just make that chainless half double crochet. So that's single crochet plus chain 1. And now we're gonna put 2 half double crochets in this chain space. Next, we move over to that space that's coming up right here, and we put 3 half double crochets. As your project gets bigger, as your square gets bigger, you'll have more of these to work. It's absolutely normal. Go over to the next space like that and put your 3 half double crochets. And of course, what comes up next after that is a corner space. So you know how to work this corner, so go ahead and get that done by doing 3 half double crochets in that chain space, chain 2, and then 3 half double crochets in that same space. Give me a thumbs up, guys, in this video if you're loving it so far, if you love my channel, the content, how it's going. It's really appreciated. Thank you so much. Next, we go on what I call the next straight, because it's not a corner, and we build the granny square as usual. Now, on a quick note, granny squares are fantastic. You can use them to do a ton of projects, okay? So hats, bags, scarves, lots of accessories. And of course, we are about to work a corner again. So go ahead and put 3 half double crochets in this chain 2 space. Then we chain 2, and then we put 3 half double crochets back in that same chain space. I'm gonna need a few of these granny squares to make my hat. I will tell you exactly what you need, how to do it. I will show you how I do this as well. So yeah, don't worry, I got you covered, guys. 3 half double crochets in this space here on the straight, and then you want to go ahead and make your next corner. So 3 half double crochets in that chain 2 corner space, and then chain 2 and 3 half double crochets to finish up that full and complete corner. Move over to the last area, okay, the last side of the square. Yeah, that's for the straight. So do chain 3 half double crochets. Sorry about that. 3 half double crochets in this space, and we need to do the same thing again in the next space that comes up right here. Without compromising the content of the tutorial, I will speed up some parts of the video just to save some time. So after you are done that part, you want to of course do your chain 2 to build that first corner that you didn't complete, and then in the top of that first stitch you do a slip stitch, and then chain 1 and then chain 2. Don't make your slip stitches tight because you're gonna need every stitch to count here. So this is what your work looks like so far for the square, and of course at the back we'll take care of all of these tails a little bit later. So this is just a quick way of me showing you how I secure the magic circle and to make a knot. And of course you want to weave in the excess tail and then fluff the work and cut the tail. Sometimes you need to tie some tails together, and of course always weave in your tail. You need 6 granny squares, guys, to make this hat, and of course you want to alternate the color scheme. So here I'm just going to arrange them how I want to see them around my head. Next, I will show you how to join the squares 2 at a time. I went ahead and put some stitch markers on the edge of each corner that I will sew together. I'm going to sew these 2 together. So the reason I did that is as a visual guideline to know where to start and when to stop. This stitch here and this one, it's the chain that is on this side. So there's a chain here for the corner that I did not use because it goes more over to that side, and we only need this one because we're sewing this way. And for this part, the same thing. There's a chain here that goes with that. I did not use that one, I used the other one. On this other piece, I did the same thing. Lay them so that the 2 faces, the 2 right sides face each other. Turn your work and line up the stitches so that the stitches, the top of the stitches for this row are up, and the same for this one as well, so that you don't work in the 3rd stitch. Okay, now we sew them together. So this one here, I'm going to use its back loop. So this is the top of the stitch, this is the front loop, and these are the back loops. So I'm going to use the back loops of the part that is here, the piece that's here, and then I'm going to use these loops for the other one. So go into that chain space in the back loop of the square on that side on the right, and then you're going to go into the front loop of the square on your left. That's the back loop. That's the chain space we tagged. Don't work in that part. That's the front loop. Go into the front loop. I'm going slowly on purpose so you can see clearly and understand and take your time. Find the next back loop of the piece on your right, and then the front loop of the piece on your left, and then you pull through. You're always going to start like that. So start on your right and then come out on your left. Back loop to front loop, including the chain ones that are tagged. Now we're going to cut the yarn, leave about 6 inches of tail, and we're going to make sure everything is secure. So pull nice and tight. And this is what the back of the work will look like. And of course, this is the front of the work. Note the seam right here. Now you grab your other granny square and you repeat the same process. 3 down, people, and 3 to go. At the end, you're going to sew all of them together, right? So this is what it looks like with the right side of the work facing you. Absolutely gorgeous. Make a slip knot on your hook. Pick any chain 2 corner of any granny square and do a chainless half double crochet in it. Next, you're going to want to make 1 regular half double crochet in every stitch along that same granny square. Tag the top of the first half double crochet, so in the chain 1 of the chainless half double crochet. Go ahead and make the 1 half double crochet under the V of every stitch for this granny square. Now, when we get to the corner right here, we're just going to work 1 half double crochet. And so that will give you a total of 14 half double crochets at the top of this granny square. Make sure you work in the chain 2 corner space of each corner and not under the V of those. You're going to repeat the same process for every single granny square. So half double crochet in 1 corner, and then under the V of every stitch, 1 half double crochet. And when you get to the corner of that square, you will work in the chain space and put 1 half double crochets with a 1 half double crochet with a total of 14 stitches. Then you slip stitch in the top of the first stitch to join the round, and then you chain 2, cut your yarn. Now we're going to make the top of the hat, so make a magic circle and then chainless half double crochet. So do a single crochet with a chain 1 on top of that. Now you're going to put a half double crochet inside that magic circle and tag the top of the first half double crochet. Actually, we need to make 10 more half double crochets inside this magic circle for a total of 12 half double crochets. We will join every single round of this hat. Follow the instructions on the screen as well. Make a loose slip stitch to join the round and then move up the tag. This is the new last stitch of the round. Put your hook at the back of your work into that next stitch under the V. Put back your work on your hook. Position everything so you're ready to crochet again. Pull through your to the back, and right now you're sitting just underneath this stitch. Now we're going to come back around with our hook to the front and work in that same stitch. So pull up enough of a loop, make it tight so that the little amount of yarn doesn't show. Pull up enough so that you can put your needle to the front. Use the hook part of your needle, or the hook part of your hook, to go into that same stitch, and then grab some yarn, come through, and complete a single crochet. Then chain one on top of that. This is now the first stitch of round number 2. So we're going to do a half double crochet, a regular half double crochet in the same space. And now we will work 2 half double crochets in every stitch all the way around. For the crown that we're making, every round will start the same way with a chainless half double crochet, and it will end the same with a special seamless join. So here's how we're going to join it. We're going to remove the stitch tag from the first half double crochet, the chainless one, go into it and make a loose slip stitch to maintain the stitch count. Then we're going to move up the tag. For round 3, pull up a long loop, insert your hook from the back of the work into the next stitch, put the loop onto your hook, then pull through to the back of the work very carefully. Put your hook back into that same stitch, and then you will make a single crochet. And then a chain one on top of that, which will make your half double crochet chainless. And that will be the first stitch of the new round. Every round for the crown that we're making will start exactly like that. Now, we're going to put 2 half double crochets into the next stitch. Then we're going to repeat by putting 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 half double crochets into the next stitch. That's the pattern for round 3. So half double crochet in the next, and then 2 half double crochets in the next. Join the round like round 2. Now for round number 4, we're going to do the chainless start again. So follow along on the screen, just like how we did for round 3. Take your time and pull through right here. It gets tricky, okay guys? So after you finish your chainless half double crochet here, in the next stitch, you're going to put 1 half double crochet. In the next stitch, you put 2 half double crochets. The pattern for this round is 1 half double crochet in the next stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, and 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. At the end of the round, you will have 48 half double crochet stitches. Remember to join the round exactly like we have joined round number 3. At the end of the round, my circle will be 3 3/8 of an inch straight across the magic circle from one edge to the next. Round 5 starts the same way as round 2, 3, and 4. Yes, this half double crochet stitch is your first. It counts as a part of the 3 half double crochets that you need to do. So in the next stitch, make 1 half double crochet. Then in the next stitch, 1 half double crochet. Then in the next stitch, you put 2 half double crochets. So the pattern is 1 half double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, then 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. Then you join the round as we have done for round 2, 3, and 4. Round 6 starts the same as round 5. The pattern now becomes half double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches, and then 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. This will give a total of 72 stitches at the end of the round. You will join this round the same as we have been joining all the rounds for this part of the hat. For round 7, please see the pattern here on your screen. It starts the same as all the other rounds, but I will show you how to make the special join at the end. This is my crown. Cut your yarn, leaving 6 inches of tail. Go in the top of the second stitch of the round. That's the first one right there. Pull through. Follow along with the video to do the seamless joining. That's the back of the first half double crochet. Pull to adjust. 100% seamless. Perfect. That's the one we just made, okay? It replaces the top of that chainless half double crochet. So here I show you how I make a knot at the back of the work in the closest stitch. Weave in between the stitches, okay? That's how you get rid of your tail. And voila. Perfect. We're done. Weave in the tail of the magic circle, but first make a knot to secure the work so it doesn't all pull out, and then weave in between the stitches. With your squares on your left and your crown on your right, the right sides are facing up. We will now put the right side to touch the other right side. These are the front loops, and these are the back loops. So we're going to match them. Crown, back loop to square front loop. You can start in any stitch so long as you follow the instructions and match one stitch to one stitch. You will work like this as you go along. Every 6 or so stitches, you will pull the yarn like this. And now this is what the front of the work looks like. When you're done, tie the two tails together and then weave in the stitches. Of course, you do this on the back side of the hat, right? On the wrong side. This is how you will tie to secure each of these tails and then weave in the tails in between the stitches. To make the brim, put a slip knot on your hook and then in any chain 2 corner space of any square, put a chainless half double crochet. So that's a single crochet and a chain 1 on top of that. Across the top of this granny square, you will put 1 half double crochet stitch in each of the next 12 stitches. When you get to the chain 2 corner space of this square, the top of this square, you will put 2 half double crochet stitches. That will give you a total of 15 half double crochet stitches across the top of this granny square from corner to corner. If it helps, you can actually count the stitches and tag them before you work in them. Remember guys, chains are not stitches. Chains are chains. Put a half double crochet in the corner of the next granny square, and then in the next 12 stitches, you will put 1 half double crochet in each. And of course, when you get to the corner of this new square, you will put 2 half double crochets, and that will be a total of 15 half double crochets for the top of this square. Work all the other squares like how we did the second one. The brim for my hat will measure 2.5 inches width. Join as usual. So do a loose slip stitch to maintain your stitch count. We need that stitch. Do not make it small, okay? Round 2 starts the same as we have been doing for this hat. So the chainless half double crochet made in a jogless style like this, where there will be no seams created on the front of the hat. So after you make your chainless half double crochet in the next stitch, right? So you're gonna put 1 half double crochet in each of the next 13 stitches. Remember, you can always tag your stitches and count them out before working in them to make sure that your stitch count will be correct at the end. Now at the end of this, you will put 2 half double crochets in that chain 2 corner. And of course, you join the round as per usual with your loose slip stitch. Tag it and start round 3. Round 3, we're just going to put a half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And of course, join the round as usual. Round 4 starts the same as other rounds. Then you put a half double crochet in each of the next 14 stitches and join the round as usual. Round 5 has a half double crochet in each of the first 16 stitches and then 2 half double crochets in the chain 2 corner space. Round 6 has a half double crochet in each of the first 17 stitches and then 2 half double crochets in the corner space. Round 7 and 8 are just half double crochets only. Cut your yarn, leaving about 6 inches of tail. Follow along the video for how to do that seamless join, just like the one we did when we joined the crown of the hat. Now we secure that tail at the back of the work without bending the new stitch we just made. And of course, weave in the tail in between the stitches. The tails for the rest of the granny squares need to be tied and then woven in. We did it, guys. This is inside our beautiful hat. And of course, this is what the finished product looks like on the right side. Yes, guys, it was fun. It was a lot of work, but totally worth it. Press the thumbs up button so I know you liked watching my video. Subscribe, share, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.